All right, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be playing. We're going to be not playing. Sorry, I'm so used to playing games. We're going to be doing a tier list. That's right, because tier lists are still popular, right? This is what's trending, right? I'm not horribly late to anything. God, I hope not. I hope I'm not. Okay, let's jump right in here. Today we're going to be doing the MK characters. What we got here is, of course, we got some really good ones here. Starting with Ashrae. Of course, we're ranking these all by best to worst. Ashrae was in Mortal Kombat Deception, was her first game. And I remember playing her a lot. She had a great backstory. She had a great look. I think out of all the Deception characters, she probably had one of the better looks in the game. Uh, I loved her weapon, the Chris, and she, of course, is a demon from the Nether Realm, which was really cool. And her lore is actually really nice. If you ever want to check it out, I really enjoy it. I played her a lot, and she's a great character. I'm going to put her in the S rank because she is truly amazing. Now, Baraka's a tough choice because I love the design of Tarkatans. They're cool, creepy, scary. But Baraka, he constantly gets his ass beat. Constantly. I don't think I've ever seen a time when Baraka has actually won a fight. I don't think he has. Maybe Mortal Kombat 11. I really don't care for 11. So look, I love him, but he's going in the C tier because he just doesn't win at all. All right, next up we got Blaze. Blaze is the ultimate being pretty much created to end. If I remember correctly, he's like the thing, like, this has got to end. So someone's got to be the champion of Mortal Kombat. So he's an elemental created in Edenia, and he's had cameo all the way back to like Mortal Kombat 2. I'm gonna have to go with as cool as he looks because this is the cooler design. I hate the one where it's like him. He's just like some fire breathing normal looking guy. I love this design. I'm gonna put him in a C category as well, but behind Baraka because I still like Baraka more. All right, next up is Baraicho. At first he was a comedy gag, and he a little bit still is if you play multiplayer. But since his reboot in the MK franchise, has done him so many favors. He's so much better in Mortal Kombat 10. I love the guy. And he's also very fun to play as. I'm gonna give him an A, not an S rank. I never played him much, but the Mortal Kombat 10 reboot stuff is enough to make it worthwhile again. Next up is Cassie Cage. Cassie, I like Cassie. I really do. I think she's a great character. She doesn't do much in Mortal Kombat 11, and I kind of hate this outfit. I actually really hate this outfit. Yeah, she doesn't do much at all. And she was a great character to play as in Mortal Kombat X. I'm glad I got to play it. Is she an S tier? No, but I will put her above Baraicho. I was like, there we go. Very fun character. All right, next up is Chameleon. Chameleon, no one cares about. I don't think anybody gives a shit about Chameleon, to be honest. It's kind of sad, but it just doesn't matter. This guy is so fucking forgettable. As much as it's interesting to see if he is part of Reptile's like race, I couldn't care for him. So he's gonna get a D. Next up is Cyrax. God, I like Cyrax, another character since Mortal Kombat 3. He's truly incredible. I like the cyborg crap they did. With Lin Kuei. I love the armor. The reboot has treated him mostly well, I will admit. His human design is so good. I love it. I played him quite a few times in Mortal Kombat 9. I think he was like the first or no, he was like the second person ladder I finished in Mortal Kombat 9. He is definitely an S rank tier though. Do I put him in front of Ashrae though? That's the thing. I like Ashrae, but yeah, I'll put him in front of Ashrae. Devora, I liked her in MK10, hated her in MK11. she's supposed to be like this, humanoid insect creature, but now she's kind of become this like just straight out monster. And I just don't like the design of her in the new games. In the newest game, MK11. MK10 was perfect and voiced by Talizora, of course. If you know me, I'm a big fan of Talizora of Mass Effect franchise.
Tally, are you okay?
Yep. You want to see my tattoo?
I don't think you have a tattoo, Tally.
It's a hologram. Omni tattoo. Omni tat. Omni 2. Under the suit. For me.
But I'll give her mid C. I'll put her in front of Blaze. All right, who we got next? That's Dagon, I believe. Yes, that is. Yeah, that's Dagon. Yep. Yeah, sorry. I haven't seen Dagon in this game franchise in forever. I honestly, he was debuted in MK Armageddon with Taven. He's the leader of the Red Dragon. He's the leader of the I can't remember the faction he was the leader of. It was Red Dragon or Black Dragon. I think it was Black Dragon. Damn it, it's been so long. I completely forget about Dagon. He is so forgettable. Despite being pretty cool. I think it's the Red Dragon. I'm gonna say Red Dragon. So I would put him in D enough. No, actually, no. I'll put him bottom C. I honestly don't care enough for Dagon, but he looks cool. Next up is the Realm of Orders, Dario, who actually makes a cameo in MK11, I think, or they reference him. The Realm of Order has not been played much. The characters from that realm, I don't think have done much in the current timeline. I don't think there was any in MK10. MK11, I could honestly, I barely care for it enough. I just remember his fighting style was really cool, and I loved his design. I don't remember his story. I think he works for the. I can't remember if he worked for the government of the Order Realm, or if he was part of the rebels, or maybe. No, wait, he was a mercenary. I remember now. He was straight up a mercenary. Yeah, I was a big fan of him, and I played him a lot too next to Ashrae, but I don't think I liked him as much, but I will give him a high A. He is the new leader of A. Really appreciate him. All right, Blade Ripoff, who was the villain in the I think he was in a rebel group, or again another Order Realm guy. Darius, I think was his name. Chameleon. He's at least involved more in the story than Chameleon. So I'm going to put him here in front of Chameleon, but I honestly couldn't care for this Blade ripoff. All right, next up is Drawman, one of the Oni. He's a human-looking Oni, but I honestly can't care about him enough. I didn't like him. He had flies flying around him. I don't care for his design. He actually goes beneath Chameleon. He's one of the worst Mortal Kombat characters, in my opinion. Next up is Irmak. Yes, it started up as an error. The Irmak stands for error. I think we all know this at this point. But I always loved his character design being made of thousands of souls. They've always done stuff that was interesting with his character. I never played him as much, but I love the story. It's probably one of the best written Mortal Kombat characters to this day. And I like the fact that it's always like the souls are fighting for control, and his body seems to be constantly rotting despite with all the souls in him. I'm gonna give this one a B. Next up is the Cowboy, Aaron Black. I thought he was very interesting character who does, I don't think, much in MK11. Aaron Black is really cool, though. I love the Cowboy. He was definitely new to the franchise. I don't think there was like a Cowboy-like character in the game. I loved his X-Ray. And his general voice acting and interactions was really fun. and I'm glad that they added him in the game, but he just does not do much in MK11. I'm gonna give him, I'll put him behind Irmak. Ferritor, I didn't care for this character one bit. I'm not to say that wasn't a nice addition to the game. Definitely adds something unique to it. I'm gonna put this at the bottom C because again, I barely played it, barely learned the lore of this character. So next up we have Frost. Okay, straight up takes first place. Frost is like another character that I've played so much. I hate what they did to her in MK11. I thought that was shit. Frost turning the cyborg thing, I fucking hated it. I could not care for it whatsoever. But she's still one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm glad that I get to play as her. Next up is Shijinko. Introduced, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh no, that's not Shijinko. Sorry. Holy crap, that's Fujin. Shijinko is somewhere over here. Introduced in Mythology Sub-Zero, which is not a good start. It really is not. Like, he was back to 2 bad games he was in back to back. He was even in a cameo in MK versus DC Universe. I completely forgot about that. But I did not care for Fujin either. I honestly cannot care for him. He barely does anything. He is a nice DLC character in MK11, I'll give him that. But I'm gonna give him a B. Garrus, look, I like the design, but and the whole time stoppage thing is kind of cool. Or time slow down, time stoppage, whatever. I don't care for Garrus. I do like him a little bit more than Ferritor, so he gets the high C. Goro, yes, Goro has become a great redesign. The champion of our world, or the former champion, since he was defeated by Liu Kang in the new timeline. It's kind of cool to see him redesign like this for MK10. It was a great deal. He was pre-order. I think he was pre-order. If you pre-ordered the game, you got Goro, and Goro was fucking awesome. I'm gonna give him a front of Ashrae, but not in front of Cyrax S. Havoc. Fucking love the design. The design alone at least makes him A rank. But of course, the storyline with him in like his endings in Noob Saibot. He was in the MKX comic, which also Aaron Black was. But I feel like they completely wasted him in the comic. And I hate the fact that he's coming back now. I wish Mortal Kombat can I wish Mortal Kombat can leave dead characters behind, but they just don't. I'm gonna put Havoc also behind Cyrax. I like Cyrax and Frost were some of the big ones I played a lot. Moving on here, we have shit. I always forget this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? I can never remember his name. Like, why? I remember he's Order Realm. I can remember that he is Order Realm. It's I know this guy is Haosu Hao. Who I don't know how to say his name. Something Hao. He looks like M. Bison. This guy with the flags, though. I mean, the design is very interesting. I will admit, it caught my eye the first time I played Armageddon, because I honestly can't remember this guy in any other game. Maybe it's because I didn't care enough for him. Hataru, that's it. Yeah, he makes a cameo in 10 as a dead corpse, or he's alive again in MK11 or something. I don't care. MK11 just fucking messed up the timeline. It was stupid. Just an excuse to make Scorpion young again, so they can keep bringing it back for games. Hataru, like, yeah, I stand by this. Yeah, okay. M. Bison ripoff. He had something to do with the story with Jax or something. I remember him in Jax's ending, where he gets his heart ripped out or something. But I honestly, at least Hataru has a original design to him. I'm gonna give Bison ripoff a D. Moving on, you got Jackie Briggs. Oh, Jackie's a great character. Very, very good character. Jackie Briggs, I'll give her above Fujin. Fun character. Loved it. I played her somewhat more than most of the MKX roster. All right, moving on. We have Jade. Fucking Jade. I was so pissed she was not in MKX. Like, her ending was so unique if you played the ladder with her. And I thought this has to be some type of canon thing. And it kind of was for MK11. But I honestly was so pissed she was not in 10. Because everyone gave me excuse like, oh, she had her organ ripped out, her heart ripped out. She couldn't be brought back as another thing or whatever, as a zombie version of herself, possessed, whatever. Jade's a good favorite. I'm gonna put her in front of Goro, but not in front of Havoc. I played her a lot. She was the third character and the first female character I beat the ladder in MK9. All right, next up we have Jerick. How do I remember Jerick? Because honestly, I don't remember what he did. I remember him, I think, being the training. No, he wasn't the training fight. He was not the training fight. He was someone in MK4. I think he was the one with the funny ending, with the black, with like the cliff and stuff. That's why I remember him. I remember him from Funny Cliff Man as him. His design isn't terrible though. I'll give him that. But I know him for Funny Cliff Man. Okay, so since he's so funny, I'm gonna put him at the top of D. He's a joke to me, and I will never take him seriously because of those Mortal Kombat 4 endings. Jax. Oh, yeah. My dog's name is Jax. He is immediately getting an S. Love this character and development through the years. MK11, I think, uses him a little better. I think, honestly, MK11, he's the only one that's, like, somewhat interesting in the plot. All right, next up is Johnny Cage. He also gets the S tier because he is really funny. Okay, he's the comedic humor of the game, but I didn't play him as much actually. Now I think about it, but I will put him over everyone in the A block. Cabal. MK11 did something with him. I don't care again. MK10, he was there as like a fight, I think, or like in an NPC or something, in a cutscene as the possessed version of himself. Man, Sadell just wiped out everyone in those games. I didn't play Cabal as much, but you know what? I'll leave him in low B. Low B is fine. I liked his design. All right, next up is that is shit. Who is that? I honestly can't tell you who the hell that is. Kai. Wait, he was the training guy, I think, in Armageddon. I think that's the training guy. Again, I'm gonna put him below Jerick because that's all I kind of remember him for. He's a very forgettable character, despite looking a little bit unique. Kano. I never really liked playing as Kano. Never did. Played him a little bit, but I don't care. I love this character. His character is great. I'm gonna put him above Fujin. Put him above Fujin. Kenshi, great character. Not much development, though. I do like his relationship with Scorpion, Takeda. Of course, like he is Takeda's father. Yeah, this whole thing with the sword, though, I feel like it never evolved beyond that. So I'm also gonna put him in the B tier, above Kano. Yeah, still behind Jackie Briggs, that and everything. Those three might be the top things. Okay, moving on. Chameleon 2 with a K. You know, I honestly don't remember what game she was first in. The only thing I remember about Chameleon, okay, is that they forgot about her in the Armageddon game for console, like PS2 and stuff. But in the Wii version, she's a sub boss because someone remembered her. And that kind of says a lot about her character, but I like her design more than I like Chameleon with a C. So I'm going to put her in front of Chameleon with a C. Tiger Goro. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding here. Okay, I don't take that seriously. Don't hurt me. Don't come to my house and take me to, like, kidnap me and take me to your basement while you make me learn all the names. Kintaro. I played him a lot in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but I never really liked him. I just saw him as a Tiger Goro. That's what I always called him. Gonna give him, I'll put him in both Garrus and Ferritor. Did I skip Centurion? Does this list not have Centurion? Oh my god, I don't think this list has her. Oh my god, they missed a character. They honestly missed a character. This is disappointing. Now I won't ever be able to complete my tier list. All right, next up is Kira. Yeah, she's the one that was like a mix between Sonya Blade and Kano. Yeah, I didn't care for her either. Again, there's a lot of Mortal Kombat characters you'll never care for because it feels like they're never important. I'm gonna straight up put her in front of, but I still like her. You know what? Actually, no, she gets the bottom seat. I liked her design a little bit more than I did others. Oh, who am I king? You know what? No. You get behind Chameleon. I don't remember you much at all. I really can't care for you. Katana, great character. She's of course been a staple of the game since the first one. I'm gonna give her an A. Put her in front of Baraicho, but not in front of Cassie Cage. Okay, next up we have Cobra, the Ken ripoff from Street Fighter. You know what? I prefer you at the bottom. Do not care for you, Cobra. And I'm pretty sure Aaron Black killed him or something like that. Okay, now we're up to the biggest mistake. Cole Khan was a jobber. He lost to everyone. He had one cool section, MKX, but after that, constantly lost. It was very disappointing what they did with him. I'm going to give him, even though I played him somewhat, I played him a lot more than I thought I would. And it's sad to know that he was completely jobbed down. And they made it a DLC, the extension to MK11 story, where they just kill him off. Fuck this game. Fuck MK11. Seriously. I liked playing as him. I'm going to give him one step behind B, Irmak. Okay, moving on. We have, that is, okay, he's an MT10. What is his name? Oh god, I can't remember his name. I can't. Oh, it's Kung Jin. Yeah, because Kung Lao, Kung Jin, they're part of the same family. They're related. I actually really liked him. I know some people didn't, but I really did. Straight up, I'm gonna give him an A. He's gonna be right behind Baraicho. All right, moving on. It's Kung Lao. Kung Lao, another staple of the game since the second one. I love the blade hat. It was great. Shaolin Monks, I always played him all the time. That was a great game, Shaolin Monks. I'm going to give him an S rank. Again, they kind of ruined him in MK11 because, they're afraid to kill off characters and stuff like that. So he's above Jax. He's above Ashrae. He's above Goro. I love this storyline with Goro, stuff like that. Is he above Jade? Yeah, he's above Jade. But he's not above Havoc. So there he is on the S rank. Moving on, we have Li Mei. Loved her design, though. She's going to get the top D block. I think the new games redesigned her a little better and less revealing than this, but it was like more appropriate for fighting. All right, next up is Liu Kang, of course. First game, supposed to be the hero. Then it turned out he wasn't supposed to be the hero. And then MK11 became pussy and decided that he was supposed to be the hero. MK11, fuck. I don't care for it enough. Liu Kang is a great character, but I never played him much. I'm going to put him as my ranking of favorite characters here. In top, right behind Dario. Mavado, he looks like someone from Devil May Cry, which is not a bad thing, but I don't remember anything else he did in the franchise. In terms of design, yeah, I'm gonna put him behind. Yeah, I'm gonna put him between the two chameleons. Meat. He was a fleshless being created by Shang Tsung, introduced, I think, in Deception. I remember you can give him coins or something, or he gives you coins. It's been a while since I played Deception, but I remember the meat cleavers. And he learns shape shifting powers if he wins Armageddon. Yeah, I don't care for meat, but I liked him more than most of these characters that I'm putting him in front of. Melina, oh god, one of the two characters that were overplayed in the multiplayer anytime she was there. The fan base cried out, "We want Melina, we want Melina." Look, I like Melina too, but you don't have to be annoying as fuck about it. You get low S. Because you are a fun character to play, and I did use you, but no. Okay, Johnny Cage is like, he's not a stunt double. He's for the, green screen and stuff and the motion cap. He's mocap. Yeah, you don't look as ridiculous as Ken, but you know what? I did play you a lot for jokes mostly, but I did. I'll put you in front of Ferritor. All right, Moloch, I think was his name. Jesus Christ, it's been unlocked. Moloch. It's like Moloch. He's the head that Quan Chi throws in the beginning of his opening. Yeah, don't. He was cooler designed than Oni. I wish the other Oni was like this, but like his MK Armageddon ending is trash. If you ever played it, played him a lot because I like to play the big guys. So I'll put him behind Li Mei. I didn't hate him. Mataro, the sub boss in MK3. Centaur is definitely an interesting fight in the third game. Now, of course, somehow he gets a curse on him, and some reason he loses the back legs. It's not very fun. I didn't play him at all. I honestly don't think I played him at all. I played Cobra more than I played him, but I will say he is a cool boss. So I'll put him in the C, right behind Baraka. All right, next up is Nightwolf. I did play Nightwolf quite a bit. His story, I liked his. I think his part in MK9 story mode was my favorite. I'm not afraid to admit that, but it was my favorite. So I'm going to go up and give him the new C lead because I like Nightwolf, but not that much. I just liked him in his story bit. I don't like what they did with him after that in an MK11. Just don't care for it. Natara, sexy vampire chick. Yeah, I'm just gonna put her here. I'm losing my voice as we're going through this. Noob Saibot, Jesus Christ. One of the most brutal fatalities I've ever seen by ripping people in half. I like, he's Tobias Boone backwards. He's definitely a fan favorite, and I don't blame him. He was going to be my top, so he was going to be one of my choices for my arm. I loved his MK9, his MK9 ending with Havoc. Okay, you know what? He's going in the S rank, but he's going in front of, he's going right behind Havoc. All right, next up we have the Dragon Emperor. He was a cool boss. I thought he was one of the more cooler bosses of the game franchise. And I'll definitely, I didn't play him much in Armageddon, but I definitely thought he was so awesome as a boss. And his story in Deception was incredible. And his ending in Deception, which is like he becomes the one god. Yeah, you know what? High B. But I didn't play him as much, so I guess that's why he's going there. Quan Chi the Sorcerer. Another one of those brutal fatalities. He's been in the game for a very long time, since I think the fourth game. It's just been, you just never really played him. He had some of the more brutal fatalities, though. I will give him, moving on, I got Raiden. This is the guy who I mained through most of the Mortal Kombat games, was Raiden. I love the electric god thing. He's on my arm, for Christ's sake. I got a tattoo of him on my arm, a big tattoo, because that's how much I love him. It says Thunder Take You. I love it. He gets the new S rank. I'm sorry. Frost is great second character. So is Cyrax and Havoc and Noob Saibot. Like these five were some of my top picks. There's one more, however, that will dethrone them. All right, moving on. It's Rain. I didn't care for Rain, though I did like his water abilities. I'm gonna put him in the D block. He gets to be in front of Blaze. Actually, I think he could probably defeat Blaze with his water because he's a fire. Blaze is the fire elemental. He is water. Next up is Shao Kahn's general. Damn, I can't remember his name. He was played by Nathan Jones, the WWE wrestler in the new one. Ryko. He was Ryko. Ryko, I love his design. He was used a bit in the story. He of course in the movies he was pretty good, but I'm not counting movies. It's just the games right now. Ryko I actually liked a lot. I'm gonna put him right behind Baraka. Not in front of Baraka, right behind Baraka. I liked Ryko. I thought he was cool. His ending where he is Shao Khan. A lot of people get that confused that like his ending where he puts on the helmet and he's like Shao Khan. No, people don't understand. He's not Shao Khan. Okay, he just wants to be Shao Khan. He wants to be the ruler of Outworld and the realms. So and he just wants Shao Kahn's place. And also apparently his cool ass helmet. I don't blame him. Shao Kahn's helmet is probably one of the coolest fucking things he's ever done. Reptile, he's my second favorite character in the game. That's not a joke either. I really enjoy Reptile. He's just the first hidden character. He's so incredible. These five right here, the top five: Raiden, Reptile, Frost, Cyrax, and Havoc. Those are my favorite characters of the Mortal Kombat franchise. All right, next up is Serena, who I think they gave a remake to her in MKX that looked really good. But I don't remember her role in MK11 if she even had one. I'm gonna put her, right behind Ryko. All right, next up we have Scorpion. Look, I like Scorpion. I'm not gonna deny that. He's a great character. In fact, I'm going to put him right here in the S rank, okay? He's going to go in front of Noob Saibot, okay? But of course, he ruins multiplayer for everybody because everyone picks him, and unless you know how to dodge his move, which sometimes you don't have the time, sometimes you do. It depends who I'm playing. All right, next up is Sector. Sector is like the more evil version of Cyrax. His human version's really cool if you've seen it MK9. But I didn't play a Sector as much as I did Cyrax. Maybe it's because my favorite color is yellow and not red. But he's definitely a great character. I would definitely put him above Johnny Cage. I'd put him above Johnny Cage. All right, Shang Tsung. He's probably one of the only characters I liked in the new game, MK11. That didn't feel like it hurt him as bad as other characters. He was used very well. I love he's probably the best thing about that extended edition where he's like he's the good guy, but really he's the bad guy. Of course, he's Shang Tsung. Also, Liu Kang kind of deserves his ass beat by Shang Tsung. I'm not joking. He deserves it for that stupid plan of his. How many people that got injured or killed because of his actions. Yeah, he deserves that. Canon ending should be Shang Tsung defeats Liu Kang because he is an asshole. He gets S rank. He's also the first villain in the first game, so I mean, you gotta give him S rank. I'm gonna put him behind Scorpion. Who we got next? Shao Khan himself, the man who is the main villain of Mortal Kombat. He's the big bad guy, the man who almost attained the powers at Armageddon before Raiden used the Kamedoku. He's truly incredible. I put him in front of Scorpion all the way. His design is amazing. I don't know if I liked his like Speedo look as much as his pants look, because I'm pretty sure there was a time when he just wore Speedo. But yeah, he definitely gets top right behind Havoc. I just like Havoc a little bit more. All right, next up is Shiva. I played her a shit ton in MK9. Yeah, she was actually my main for some of the multiplayer, and she was like some of the first characters I got the ending to. I got all the endings of all the characters in MK9. So I'm gonna put her in front of Scorpion, but not in front of Shao Kahn, sorry. All right, moving on. Shinnok. I love this design with the bony arms, and he's definitely his whole backstory of that fallen elder god and his whole power plays and stuff with Quan Chi. Definitely really fun. I like, but I can't put him in front of sexy vampire chick. I'm sorry. I'll put him in front of Sector, but I won't put him in front of sexy vampire chick. Shijinko. Just old man, master of kung fu. Yeah, I get he was the main character of Deception mostly, but let's see here. I'll you know what? I'll put him in front of Mocap. Nope. I guess because he was a main character. No. This is my favorite character list. This is my favorite characters in order. He's got to go in front of Mocap and not Garrus, okay? He doesn't have the cool design. Sindel, guess what, people? I actually like the heel turn she made. Yeah, I thought that was some of the best stuff in MK11. Some of the more interesting stuff, because fuck MK11. I still hate it, but, you know, I actually like this stuff. I'll put her in front of Shinnok. In front of Shinnok, not in front of Natara. Again, another character they ruined in MK11 because they don't get her powers. The blood's supposed to get on her skin and she absorbs it, and now she's like some weird thing. But I get it because, you know, like out of all the characters who wear skimpy outfits in Mortal Kombat, she was the only one with a reason to wear a skimpy outfit because it was actually involved her power, which was absorbing blood through her skin. And she was very fun to play in MK9. For one of the first DLC characters I've got the ending to. I'm going to I'm putting her in S tier, yeah. She goes behind Ashrae. Smoke. I do not care for Smoke. I'm sorry. I don't care for Smoke. I get he has some good writing in the story, but he's just honestly forgettable. I'm gonna put him behind. No, I put him behind. I like him a little bit more than Rain, so he'll go in front of Rain, but not in front of Devora. All right, moving on. We got Sonya Blade. I hated her in the new game. Couldn't stand her. Did not care for her. Ronda Rousey's terrible voice actor. But I appreciate her as a character and her growth over the years of Special Forces and Johnny Cage's love interest. Even though, like, you know, she's like clearly the stronger one in the family. She probably kicked Johnny's ass every time. You know, I'll put her in front of Goro, but not in front of Jade. Striker. Fuck Striker. I never care for Striker. He just straight up brings a gun into the fight. I'm gonna put Striker at the bottom. I don't care for him. I don't. Sub-Zero. I'm gonna put him right next to Scorpion because they're literally like either way for me, but I guess I would play Scorpion more than I play Sub-Zero. Yeah. Takeshi Takeda. Oh, such a great character. Loved him, every minute of him. You know, he's Kenchi's son. He kind of hates him, you know, and stuff like that. His story development, his a character he's missing in MK11. Why is he missing? Don't you want to show out? I'll tell you why he's missing from MK11, actually. It's because they don't trust their new characters to get over. They don't do it. They just want to bring back old characters because they want to reuse them as many times and ride them out until people get sick of them, which will probably be until the sun explodes because Scorpion, Reptile, all these characters are still popular. So Takeda, I'm going to put him actually in front of Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but right behind Shiva. All right, next up is Tanya. Another character I really didn't care for was Tanya. She has cool fatalities, but she's going to be put behind... She's going to actually go behind Rain and Blaze and Dagon, but be in front of Centaur. All right, moving on. We got Taven, the main character of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, who was hinted in some endings in MKX. Yeah, you know, I don't care for Taven as much. I get that I like how he's just kind of thrown into things and he doesn't know what fully is going on other than, oh no, Armageddon's happening. I need to stop Armageddon. I need to find Dagon, stuff like that. So Taven, I don't think is a bad character. I'm going to put him behind Cable. Next up is Tremor, a DLC character. You know, he's not present in MK11 at all, I think. I honestly love his interactions with characters because he's not in the main story. His interactions with characters were really fun. You know, I'm gonna put him behind Serena. You know, I love his Earth power. It's definitely something new, but he should be in the game. He should be in MK11. Triborg isn't really there either. Triborg, you know, he's just a multicolored thing. His Easter egg where it could be Cyber Sub-Zero is kind of cool. I'm gonna put him in the C rank. Right in front of Garrus. No, actually, no. You get a little higher. You were cooler than that. You get to go in front of. You get to go right behind Raiko. So here's my list of my favorite characters in the Mortal Kombat universe, from least liked to best liked. I hope you enjoyed my shitty tier list video. because I probably won't do this again. This was a waste of time. I don't like it, and I don't appreciate it.